Accepting who you are inside and out. It can be hard sometimes. One local student is telling her story in hopes of helping others. Brooklyn Foos is with us. Brooklyn, you're doing some great work already at a young age, a senior in high school, right?
Yes, correct.
Wow, so you're getting ready to graduate, and you know the big world is ahead of you. And you have already written, it looks like 2 books you have
Yes,
with
I have
you
2
today.
books.
Well, let's start with Enough. Tell us about this book.
All right, this book is called Enough, A Poetic Journey to Body Neutrality, and it really talks about what I learned in treatment. So the preface of the book is actually my college essay, and I talk about my journey in treatment for anorexia, which I began to battle at the beginning of COVID, and I battled it for 4 years, and I still am battling it today because it never really leaves.
Sure.
I learned about body neutrality in treatment, and like the premise of it is learning to accept your body for what it does for you rather than how it looks. So an example of that would be like, I love my legs because they let me walk on the beach and see the ocean. But I took it one step deeper and I turned it into a poetry collection.
Wonderful. So I want to show the cover of the, we are showing the cover. There we go. It's beautiful. So as you said, our bodies are amazing, aren't they? And what they do for us every day, and we have to keep them fueled, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So why do you think, do you think the pandemic had some sort of impact on what made you control your eating the way you did?
It definitely did. I've always been an anxious person, but my anxiety kind of really spiraled during COVID. And my gym and health teacher at school actually made us log our foods, which was really not good for me, for my health. And that was like the one thing I could have control of. So it kind of just went into a downward spiral. And I had actually orthorexia, which is the type of anorexia where you're really focused on weight loss and fitness. So most people might see it as you being really healthy, when in actuality you're really sick. So it's kind of hard to tell because obviously there's no shape or size for anorexia. It can be anybody.
So you were maybe working out a lot too, or people are looking at you thinking, oh, you're healthy.
Yeah, I would run like 4 miles in the morning, track practice in the afternoon, and then I would go on and I would lift after that, and I wouldn't eat until 9 o'clock at night. So it was detrimental to my body. Wow.
At what point did you say, you know what? This isn't good. This isn't good for me, and you decided to take that step and get some help?
It was actually 3 years in. I had gone to some therapists in my area, but there was nobody that knew about anorexia. And my mom took me down to Nationwide Children's in Columbus. And that's when I met with a nutritionist, and she kind of told my mom and opened her eyes to see how sick I really was. And so I went into partial hospitalization. And I met some lifelong friends who I actually dedicated this book to.
Oh, wonderful.
And I learned a lot there, and it really did save my life. And I learned the importance of vulnerability and being your authentic self and not being afraid to ask for help.
Wow, and it's a huge thing, because I think all of us, we look at ourselves and think about what could look better or what you could change and things like that. So what do you hope through these words in your book that people walk away with?
I hope people just take the time to understand that you don't have to focus on the body positivity movement where you focus on loving your body and loving how you look, and you can move away from focusing so much on your looks and actually focus on how your body serves you, all of the things it does for you, how your organs keep you alive every day, and the importance of just accepting yourself for who you truly are.
You wrote another book too. She didn't stop with just one, folks. We have another 2. Tell us a little bit about that one as well.
The Art of Falling, I actually published this on Valentine's Day. And
oh, beautiful.
This one doesn't have any art in it, but it is a poetry collection about falling in love and what that means. And to me, I think it really shows my growth, because you have to love yourself to be able to love somebody else. And it kind of just progressed like that. And wow, it's just been such an adventure being able to write, because I've had to give up sports with my history. And so I've been able to channel my energy into my art and my writing, which actually on my website, I have a blog where I talk about like authenticity and self-love, but I also have my whole portfolio of my art and my paintings.
Oh, beautiful. So what's the website? Where can people find you?
BrooklynFoos.com.
That's easy enough.
Yes.
Is that where people can get your book on Amazon too?
Yes, and there's links to both of my books as well as a little backstory on both of them on my website.
Beautiful. Well, congratulations. This is wonderful, and wish you continued health in the future and luck as you get ready to graduate. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It's wonderful.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for being here today.